Hello there. This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, in today's video I'm going to do something I haven't done for a little while, and that's have a look at an actual paper map. And today we're going to look at Italy. It's a Michelin Italy 2022 map. So I'm going to do a basically beginner's guide to Italy in today's video. Maybe you are Italian watching this video, maybe you're European, maybe you're American with some Italian ancestry, and this video will be perfect to you to learn about the old country. So, Italy, obviously located within Europe, to the south of Europe. This is the Mediterranean Sea. For obvious reasons, Italy is often referred to as the boot, because this looks like a sort of boot here, and a leg. But we also have the two islands as well, which cannot be forgotten about. We have Sicily to the south and Sardinia to the west. And then we have mainland Italy. Key places of interest are the capital, Rome, or Roma, which also houses the country of the Vatican City. San Marino's about here-ish, I think, which is another country. And then we have Torino, Genova, Milano. We have Trieste, the Slovenian border, Venice, Venezia, Bologna in the middle, Bari down south with Lecce on the stiletto of the boot, Napoli on the west coast with Pompeii standing over it. Then we have Reggio di Calabria, Messina and Palermo, and on the island over here, Sassari and Cagliari. Okay. So if you have Sicilian ancestry, then you're from this island. And for context, Malta isn't far away down here. Spain is over here. France is up here. Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, and Germany would be up here. Okay, let's take a look then. So because of its location and because of the length of the country and the fact that the northern part is actually on the Alps, or at the bottom of the Alps perhaps, it means that the north has, well, to begin with, some absolutely stunning lakes, which we'll talk about in a second, and also some beautiful, beautiful mountainous snow-top mountain views as well. So whilst this is Switzerland, we do have an area here. So this is Switzerland. Lugano is an Italian-speaking area within Switzerland. Svizzera in Italian, Swiss in French, and Schweiz in German. So we have, I'm trying to see the national borders here. So there we are, okay. So we have all these beautiful lakes due to obviously the water coming down off the Alps. So we have Como, Lake Como, which is very famous. Lecco as well, which is absolutely stunning. Well, Lecco is a place on the lake itself. And over here, very beautiful lake. This is Lake Garda. It's a very popular holidaying resort, well not resort really, but place to holiday. Lago di Garda. That's between Brescia and Verona. So then we have, in the area of Lombardia, we have the massive city of Milano. Just to the north that we have Monza, Varese, just on this border with Switzerland. Novara, Pavia, Lodi. And then we have this other large city, Turin, in Italian Torino, here. So there are the two really large cities in the north. And then in the northwest of the country we have Aosta, in the Valle d'Aosta, which is on the border both with Switzerland and France, which is over here. You can see Val d'Isère here, a popular skiing resort in France. You can also see Asti and Alessandria. Pavia we've said, and Piacenza is here, Cremona is here. But then if we open it up a little bit more, we will see the coast. Which is quite significant because Genova is another very important industrial city, and it's said to be in the industrial triangle of Genova, Milan and Turin. It's got this little triangle here, 1, 2, 3, of industry and manufacturing, which is said to be extremely important with regards to the Italian economy. So Genova is on the coast, Savona is here as well, San Remo, and then we have the border. So Monte Carlo and Monaco just the other side of the border, along with Nice inside of France. Monaco, of course, this is its own principality as well. So along this coast we've got La Spezia, Viareggio and Livorno, Pisa, which you might have heard of, the famous city of Pisa is here, Lucca, I've actually been to Lucca, it's extremely beautiful. It's an old medieval walled city. It's very stereotypically Italian, very cobble streets and lots of small alleyways, and absolutely beautiful. So then we have this line of major cities here. So we've got Piacenza, Parma, which is here, Reggio nell'Emilia, which is here. I feel that there's some sort of history between Reggio nell'Emilia and the Italian flag. feel like it was maybe created here or something. And more than that, before we get to the beautiful city of Bologna, a side note for all of you who love, like most people in the world do, Italian food. If something comes from Bologna, it is said to be bolognese. So spaghetti bolognese, or as we say it rather crudely, spaghetti bolognese, is spaghetti from Bologna. That's what the word means, spaghetti bolognese. And then we have Forli, Cesena and Rimini just on the coast there. But let's not forget this little area at the top here before we go south. Because quite crucially we have Venice in this very beautiful, let me just go back up a second. We have this lagoon where Venice is with its islands in this natural lagoon harbour. Treviso is there, Padua is here, Vicenza, and Trento is just to the north in Alto Adige. And then we'll have to turn over to see the border with Slovenia just in a second. But before I do, we have Rovigo and Ferrara here. Okay, let me just turn over. I would do it off camera, but the actual noise of the paper is ASMR in itself. Okay, so we've just got in shot here, the bottom end of Austria, Klagenfurt, Villach, and then we can say in Italy we have Udine here. Udine. We've got this national border here with Slovenia, the capital of which is Ljubljana. So we have this going down there, just cutting away. For Trieste, here an important port within Italy. We can see the borderline just gives it a little bit of land here. This would have been part of Italy in the past, all the way down the coast throughout Croatia. Rijeka is here in Croatia. In fact, Koper, which is a Slovenian city, is also called Capodistria because it's bilingual Slovenian and Italian. And that's just there next to Trieste. Because that goes around and the border is there. So this is Slovenia, this is Croatia, this is Slovenia around this little sliver of land of Italy here. Honourable mention, because I won't turn back over for a while, to these places on the east coast of the boot. So we've got Pesaro, Fano and Ancona. So I've showed you the north. Let's head into the center. Obviously what we're going to find in the centre is the capital city. But before we do, let's have a little look at these places we nearly missed. So Florence or Firenze is here. I looked at Luca earlier on. We have Prato, Pistoia, and this is Florence, absolutely stunning city. So I showed you already Pisa, Livorno. But yes, in Toscana we have Firenze, or Florence, which is stunning. Siena is here, and then we have Perugia, which is really in the centre. Perugia. It's quite mountainous here. We can see these islands here, the Parco Nazionale dell'Arcipelago Toscano, Isola d'Elba, the island of Elba. However, this island is not currently part of Italy. It has changed hands over the years, but this is Corsica in French. It's La Corse, and it is part of the French Republic, La République Française. So coming down from Perugia, we have Terni, Viterbo, Grosseto, and Viterbo. Civitavecchia is on the coast. We have a couple of islands here. And then we have the Eternal City. This is the capital, Rome, Roma. And within which you have the Vatican, which is technically its own country, the Vatican City. You can also see Aprilia. And Fiumicino. We'll stay this side briefly though, because I want to show you Sardinia. This is Sardinia, one of the two large islands along with Sicily. So we saw earlier on the large urban area of Sassari, and also we have down south Cagliari, not to be mixed up with Calgary in Canada, like I used to when I was a kid. This is a GL. And in Italian that means you pronounce the L like a Lia, and the G is silent. So it's not Calgary but Cagliari. Oristano is here, Nuoro. Alghero to the north. And can I read this in the dark? I can't. Can't see what it says. Is it something like Oibia? Olbia, maybe. That's in Italian Sardinia, which is Sardinia. It's very green, very beautiful. And if I am not mistaken, it's a tiny bit of, save me turning over later, it's a tiny bit of the edge of Sicily. You can see Sicily there. So we have Trapani, Marsala, Mezzara, Dal Vallo there, and actually an island at the bottom. Parco Nazionale dell'Isola di Pantelleria. Okay, I'm going to turn over then. So we're in the middle of the country. Rome's over on the western side, and now we're on the east coast. So we can see Benedetto del Tronto, San Benedetto del Tronto, Ascoli, Piceno, Teramo, L'Aquila, and Pescara, Monte Silvano Marina as well, in the area of Abruzzo. If we continue down to where Rome is located in the province of Lazio, we have Frosinone, which is just here, Latina, which is just out of sight at the bottom here, Isernia, Campobasso, San Severo, this is the little notch, Manfredoni and Foggia is this there. Let's expand this a little. It's the buckle of the boot. So Foggia is here. Molise is this area. Campobasso is Campania is here. And the very, very large and famous city of Naples, is in Campania, along with Benevento, Caserta, and Salerno. So Pompeii is here, and this is Vesuvio in Italian, Mount Vesuvius. And we have the island of Capri, La Isola di Capri, which is a very beautiful island. Sorrento is here. This whole area is just stunning. La Isola di Ischia is here. Pozzuoli. And Cava de Tirreni, Battipaglia. Potenza is here, Altamura, and then an important city on the Adriatic coast, Bari. Monopoli, Molfetta, Bisceglie, Trani, Barletta, Andria, Corato, Altamura. So coming down then into the area of Basilicata, we have not very many large cities in that particular area. We have lots of national parks instead, like the Parco Nazionale del Cilento and the Parco Nazionale del Pollino. In Puglia, which is the stiletto of our little boot, we have Taranto, Brindisi, and Lecce here. Also the very pretty named Gallipoli, which I kind of think is like a mix of Latin and Greek for like the city of chickens. Gallipoli. But I might be wrong. And then as we come down into the toe of the boot, we have the area of Calabria with Cosenza here and Catanzaro here. And if we continue down, we have Vibo Valentia and Reggio di Calabria. As far as I understand, there's no bridge between Sicily and the mainland, despite it being quite a short distance. So there are boats going between the city, a very, very important city of Messina, very busy port, some incredible number of cars and, well, boats with cars on them go across every day, as is the only way across really. So this is a very, very important area for the island itself. But yeah, very curious that they never built a bridge. I often wonder why that is. then we have the Isole Eolie or Lipari, including Isola di Stromboli, Isola Vulcano, Volcano Island. And then we have the very southern part of Italy, the island of Sicily. Which we've already seen the little cut-off bit. Talked about Messina, but we also have lots of other important places such as Catania here, and Siracusa here. Ragusa is here, Modica, Vittoria, Gela, Agrigento, Caltanissetta, Mister Blanco, Kefalù, Bagheria, and then the large city of Palermo, which is here on the northern coast of Sicily. Sciacca is down south. There you go. That is a beginner's guide to Italy. I have quite a large number of these maps for lots of different countries, not just in Europe, but in the Americas as well. If you want me to show you more, I'd be more than happy to. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you learned something. That's kind of the remit of this channel. Help you fall asleep and make you learn something. So if you enjoyed it, why don't you click like for me, leave me a little comment suggesting another country. Do you want to see Germany next? Perhaps the UK? What about the US or Mexico? We could even do... have I got one for Spain? Quite possibly. And if you want, you can join me on Patreon as well for extra videos every month. We did a tour guide of London in this month's exclusive video, which I'll never release on this channel. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and watch this video next if you haven't seen it yet. And you're not asleep yet. I hope you are asleep. That's why I'm talking very quietly at the end. And I'll see you again very, very soon, okay? Take care, everyone. And